All right, there's something crazy that I've noticed over the last few years, and I want to talk about it today on this video. You see most guys in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and beyond have a giant misconception about dating younger women. And if you fall into that group, I can almost guarantee that this misconception is holding you back in your dating life, and it's stopping you from dating gorgeous young women who would actually prefer to be with an older man than someone who is her own age. So in this video, I want to clear up this huge misconception once and for all and erase it from your minds. Then I want to show you why older men like you have a serious advantage with younger women, and why so many beautiful women, younger beautiful women, stunning, actually crave older men, even if they don't say it out loud. So if that sounds good to you, pay close attention and keep watching. I'm Marie, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl, and every week I will give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any girl you like. So hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a video. So before I dive into how sponsor to respond to women who think you may be too old for them, I want to give you a tip to ensure that thought doesn't even cross their mind. Because when you have glowing, smooth skin that doesn't have a lot of wrinkles, the question of age doesn't even cross a woman's mind. Taking care of your skin is not just for women anymore. And that's why I am excited to tell you about today's video sponsor, T. Hanley. T. Hanley is one of the world's top skincare lines for men and will help you make sure that your skin looks fresh, clean, less wrinkly, and oh so kissable. T. Hanley has made things super easy by sending you these boxes that come with everything you need to take care of your skin. They have a daily, can you see it, daily, face wash and exfoliating scrub, and an AM and a PM moisturizer. Who am I almost say? They even give you an instruction card that tells you exactly how to do everything, when to do everything, how much to use. But you don't have to take my word for it, because they have over 15,000 five-star reviews from customers around the globe. And because T is sponsoring this video, they're offering you an amazing deal. So just click the link, the first link in the description box below, and you will get 40% off your first skincare system plus a free gift. Plus, as a member, you always get 20% off for life. And by the way, you have 2 gifts to choose from that are valued at $20 each. There's a silicone body scrubber or a nail and face grooming kit. I like the scrubber because I love having super soft skin all over my body. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description box to start your skincare journey. Today, thanks. The big misconception. T, all right. So what is this big misconception guys have about dating younger women? Well, it's this idea that younger women could only want older men for their money, and that most attractive women are essentially gold diggers. Now hold on before you jump to conclusions about where I'm going with this. Hear me out. I am not here to convince you that gold diggers do not exist, right? That's not my job. They definitely do. 100%. I'm not here to tell you that there are no young, opportunistic women out there who take advantage of rich men. There definitely are 100%. However, here's what most men do not understand, and honestly, most women do not understand this either. Women who are primarily motivated by money are a small minority, and they'll target men of any age who flaunt their wealth, right? They follow the dollars. The reality is, most younger women who date older men are doing so because there's a genuine attraction. They like this man. Case in point, a few years ago, my girlfriend Jessica started seeing a guy who was 17 years older than her. She was 26 at the time. And this guy was 43. Many of her friends immediately jumped to the conclusion most people would, "Oh, this guy must be super rich. That's why you like him." But the truth was completely far from that. This guy was a history teacher at a high school and actually made less money than she did at her marketing job. What made her want him wasn't his bank account at all. It was the fact that she felt attracted to him when she interacted with him. And that attraction only kept growing as she spent more time with him. Why, right? Because there are certain qualities in an older guy that younger women find absolutely irresistible qualities that evoke a primal attraction inside of us. And this is true for the vast majority of women all over the world. I mean, I myself married a man 10 years older than me, who I met when I was in my early 20s. My neighbor is married to a man 25 years older than her. I have so many girlfriends who have dated guys 5, 10, 20 years older. And that's just from my own personal life experience. I have clients in their late 40s, 50s, and 60s who are normal, everyday guys, but are happily dating beautiful women up to half their age. So this is not magic. This is not something extraordinary. The fact is, older guys have a real advantage with younger women. And it's not because of their bank accounts. In fact, relying on your wallet to make women like you is what leads to big troubles. Okay, so for example, I once had a client named Ryan. Ryan was 51, very successful in his career, sold his business for a very good sum of money, but struggled so much with women. His problem: he bought into the money myth. Ryan believed that flashing his wealth was the only way to attract beautiful younger women. So his dating strategy involved showing off luxury watches and things, flaunting his sports cars, expensive dinners and gifts on first dates, constantly bringing up his business success, and investments, basically trying to impress women with his wallet. The result that happened: he only attracted women who wanted financial favors from him. He attracted women who only gave him time and attention when he was paying for things. Women who didn't care about who he was, because she didn't show them who he was. They just wanted whatever they could get from him. And that's what happens when you lead with money. It's like directly advertising yourself to the women who only care about money. Now, working with Ryan, I quickly learned why so many older men fall into this trap. And basically, it's this feeling of inadequacy. So many older guys feel like they have nothing to offer a younger woman. They feel like they're over the hill past their prime. And nothing about them as a person is attractive to a beautiful young woman, so they have to rely on their wallet or their things. And there's no other way, but that's so far from the truth. Like I said before, there are traits older guys have that automatically make them irresistible to younger women, as I taught Ryan, and I'm about to show you. Now, these traits are the real currency that attracts a younger woman to you. As for Ryan, after a few weeks of coaching and taking action, he was able to tap into these traits he already had inside of him, and as a result, he started attracting younger women who wanted him for who he was as a person, women who liked him for him, not for the size of his wallet. In fact, in one of our sessions, he even said that dating felt easier now than it has ever been in his entire life. And I'm 100% confident that you can do exactly the same. That's why now I want to take the time to discuss these older guy traits that younger women absolutely love. There are 5 key traits that I'm going to talk about in this video, because these are the most common traits among older guys who are adored by younger women. I want you to pay very close attention to each one and see how you can tap into these traits within you. And you can very easily, even displaying 1 or 2 of these key traits will make you more magnetic to younger women. So listen, emotional strength carefully as I go over these one by one, starting with trait number 1, emotional strength. The number one reason younger women are drawn to older men is emotional strength, and this is something I cannot emphasize enough. So what do I mean by emotional strength? Well, in simple words, it's the ability to hold your composure no matter what happens, which is so sexy, and it's something that older guys tend to have far more than younger men. They know how to zip their lip and just remain composed. For example, if a woman stops texting, all of a sudden, a younger man is more likely to lose his cool. Go into panic mode and start sending her multiple messages, hoping to get her back on. The other hand, a mature older guy is likely to give her space, let her come back at her own time. He's like, I'm good, I got this. He understands she has her own life. She has other things on her plane, so he can wait. Right in the meantime, he is not daydreaming about her or checking his phone every 2 minutes to see if she replied he has his own life too, or hopefully he has his own life too. He's busy doing other things. He's even talking to other women as he should be. If she doesn't respond for a few days, then he might follow up with a new message if he's still interested in her. But either way, he doesn't lose his cool and become needy for her attention the moment she stops responding. This is emotional strength, okay? Here's another example. Imagine a guy is talking to an attractive young woman at a bar, and she tells him something like, I don't like this shirt that you're wearing. You look like super weird. Right in this scenario, a younger man is more likely to lose his confidence and start justifying himself to her. He might say something like, yeah, I don't know why I wore this. I just put this on in a hurry. Right, making excuses for it, or he might get defensive and say something to her like, I don't remember asking for your opinion. Either way, he shows the woman that he's rattled by her comment, and her attraction drops immediately. She's playing around and he blows it up. On the other hand, a mature older man is more likely to let the comment slide, not make a big deal out of it. He might say, oh, thanks for the fashion advice, and go straight back to what he was talking about, or he might make a joke out of it. Wow, we just met and you're already trying to get me out of my clothes. That's amazing. This shows emotional strength. You're not rattled by her comment, and it immediately amplifies her attraction for you. Now, of course, age doesn't always guarantee emotional strength. I've seen that a lot with my clients. There are guys who are 50 but act like teenagers. But typically speaking, because of the life experience and wisdom that comes with age, older guys tend to have far more emotional strength than younger men and women. Find it extremely attractive. Okay, trait. Certainty number 2. Trait number 2. Certainty. Certainty is one of the sexiest traits a man can display. Unfortunately, a lot of younger men tend to lack this trait very often. They second-guess their actions around a woman and let their insecurities seep through. So for example, let's say a younger man is talking to an attractive girl that he just met, and they're hanging out, and the conversation is going really, really well. She's listening to him, she's smiling, engaging in the interaction. However, he's still hesitant about moving things forward. He thinks to himself, all right, does she really like me? Does she want me to ask her out? I don't know if I ask her out and she says, no, it's going to be really embarrassing. I'll look like such a loser. He has all this doubt and insecurity running through his head. On the other hand, a mature older guy who knows who he is and has a strong sense of self-worth will think very differently. He'll think, of course, she wants me to ask her out. We're having such a good conversation. Why would she not want to go out with me? Similarly, when you're younger, an inexperienced man plans a date. He'll also worry, did I choose the right place? Is she going to like this place? What if she hates it? So he'll anxiously ask her, hey, Is this restaurant okay? If not, I could totally pick a different place, but a mature older guy will know that he's picking the right place, and she'll have a good time with him because he's also picking it for him. He won't need that reassurance from a woman to take action, and that is called certainty. It's the belief that you're doing something right. Quiet power. There's no second guessing, no hesitation. And it comes across as incredibly sexy and incredibly attractive. Trait number 3, quiet power. Quiet power is when you have this air of authority and influence. It doesn't mean that you're a control freak or that you're aggressive and throw your, temper tantrums or throw your temper around. Quiet power is when a woman feels safe around you because you get stuff done, you handle things with ease, and you don't make a big deal out of it. This is something that women typically don't experience with a younger man. Why? Because younger men, younger guys, tend not to have their stuff together. They're still figuring things out, right? With a younger guy, a woman is often forced to take the man's role of leadership and getting things done simply because the guy is clueless. Still, his brain isn't fully formed yet. He just hasn't had a lot of experience and lacks confidence. But women don't want to be in this masculine role. So when she meets an older guy who has that quiet power, she finds it so refreshing and so attractive. And I've got a great example with this. Recently, one of my clients, Rob, who's 45, went on a date with this woman who's 27. Yes, 27. It was their first date, and they went to a nice restaurant that he picked on the date. She orders a steak medium. Rare, but it's brought to her well done, so Rob sees that she's nervous to send it back. So without skipping a beat, he calls the waiter over and confidently tells him, "Hey, she ordered this medium rare. Could you have the cook make another one, please?" This is quiet power. You're confidently taking charge and getting things done without making a big thing out of it, and it's so sexy. And Rob told me how much the girl appreciated it, which is absolutely no surprise. Although she was already nice to him, right after this incident, she became a little extra nice and flirty and feminine, and they had an amazing night together, which ended up at his place. By the way, now in the same scenario as Rob was, I can guarantee you that a lot of younger men would have acted very differently. A lot of younger guys would hesitate to call the waiter over. They would think, oh, he's going to spit in our food, or he's going to get really upset, or I don't want to be rude, or something like that, right? He's not going to do it. They don't have that calm but commanding presence that an older guy has. So when a younger woman encounters this calm, commanding presence, this aura of quiet power that older guys just have naturally, she's enchanted by it, strong, delaying it even further, and then before you know it, it's too late. And you can clearly see that you're in the friend zone with her, which sucks. That's why you need to establish a flirty vibe with women with her as soon as possible. So if you'd like to see how that is done, you should click the link in the description below and check out my flagship program, the F Formula. The F Formula shows you exactly how to have fun, flirty and sexual conversations with any woman anywhere, and smoothly escalate things to the next level with her. It's all broken down into easy and practical steps that any guy can easily follow. Right away, there are no games, no gimmicks, no tricks. Just a simple, repeatable process to make attraction happen naturally. What's more, over 40,000 guys just like you have followed this exact formula to attract and date beautiful women, and finally get the kind of women they previously thought were out of their league. So I see no reason why they can't do the same thing for you. So if you're tired of the results you're getting with women right now and you want to turn things around, I suggest you click the link below and have a look at the F formula. I have made you a very short video for you where I reveal what the F formula is and how it works so you can see it right now. But that said, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you found it useful, and as always, I'll see you next week.